What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Kenma. I'm back again with another video. Today we have a WCA Asia final qualifier. So this is the last, I believe it's a best of 5. It's a best of 5 or a best of 7. We'll find out. But it's the first game in the series of the finals to get into the tournament for the Asia spot, and this is against MVP Black and Team DK. If you don't know who these teams are, they're the currently 2 best teams in Korea, possibly the 2 best teams in the world, and DK has just defeated MVP Black quite recently in a 3-1, I believe, and Team DK is going to be representing Korea at BlizzCon, so I'm sure MVP Black wants to beat them here and get revenge. This is the most high level it gets, guys. These are 2 of the best teams. Let's get into this game, into the drafts. So, Team DK is going to be the first. Let's see how the bans go. So, like, if you watch any of my other videos, you know that right now, Uther, Sonya, Tassadar, those are like the top 3 heroes in the game I have right now. So, we're probably going to see bans of that nature. I don't have the audio. Okay, Sonya banned. So we'll probably be looking to see a Tassadar here. Tassadar is that good, boys. Like, trust me. His shields are ridiculous. I wish that they had the timer or something. Yeah, Tassadar, okay. So then Team DK can see the reason they could go for the Uther pick here, but if they go for Uther, all right, so they go for Illidan because they want to deny the Illidan Abathur on MVP Black. Because Illidan Abathur is really strong in this current meta, especially with those 2 bans. So, Abathur picked is obviously to deny Illidan Abathur back from DK. So, let's see what comes next for MVP Black. It could be Uther, it could be Jaina. Yeah, okay, it's Uther, so not really anything surprising here. So, DK is going to be looking to deny. DK really loves Sylvanas and Vala, so look to them to be grabbing probably. All right, so Johanna, it's one of the best tanks in the game. It's not very surprising. Yeah, okay, so Sylvanas, they really like Sylvanas, so this does not surprise me once at all. So what does MVP Black want to do here? MVP Black's going to be looking to ban Vala from that team or to pick it up, because I don't really ever see DK lose with Vala Sylvanas. They almost always win with Sylvanas Vala. So look for MVP. Okay, Jaina's gone. And then look for MVP to ban Vala or to pick it in the next rotation. Alright, so Malfurion is the ban. They obviously don't want DK to have too much of a sustain type fight. With like Abathur comps don't have too much damage, so Malfurion can get good value off them, even though he's not usually paired with Illidan. So Mirrodin is probably the best tank in the game against Illidan, so that's a great pickup. Vala, like I was telling you earlier, they're going to pick or ban that because they've made that mistake before. So MVP's Black's comp is looking so much stronger right now than DK's comp. I honestly, the Rhaegar's kind of surprising. Hammer too. If I'm MVP Black now, like, this looks like an amazing comp for Chen. Like, I don't see, like, Stitches is really good against Hammer, but Stitches is ass against Illidan, so Chen looks really fucking good right here. Like, Leoric's not too good against Illidan comps either, so I think Chen's like, Chen can soak up so much damage. Yep, there you go, Chen. Chen Abathur just will soak so much damn damage this game. They denied the Vala from DK. I wonder if DK even should have took. I wonder if DK should have went from Mirrodin instead of Johanna even, because like you know they're gonna go for it. And another thing that DK could have done as well is leave Jaina up and don't ban Jaina, and like leave Jaina up, ban Chen or Mirrodin, and then pick Jaina or Vala, whichever one they don't take. I think Hammer is their reserve after, like, it's their reserve pick after Vala gets taken. So we'll see how this goes. So Abathur is going for a Gland build, the W build, instead of the more standard in NA Locust build. So seeing as how no one on their team really gets value out of attack speed besides Vala, look for a mind build this game, most definitely. Pretty standard stuff on everyone else. Nothing out of the ordinary. Got the clap build going, obviously, for Mirrodin to counter Sergeant Hammer and Illidan and Sylvanas. Not sure if I'm a fan of the W build this game on Vala. But I do know, like, later on in the game, they're going to have so much slow with, like, slow mines, Chen slow, clap slow. Like, they're going to have a ton of slow, but I think Q build probably would have been better this game, honestly, for Vala. But W build's never bad. So what you see here is we have Abathur soaking bot lane. The way that the Abathurs in Korea play, like, they soak the lane, they don't even put their body there. They, like, in the early game, they soak 2 lanes by having their body in one lane, and then they'll soak with their symbiote in the other lane. It's something that you actually don't see ever in NA, to tell you the truth. Besides maybe, like, one team in NA knows how to, like, has a good enough Abathur to do that. So, like, Illidan is just laning literally against the hat. So the way that they have these lanes stationed right now, Johanna can't really do anything against Chen. Chen can't do really anything against Johanna. So they're going to put the Chen against the Illidan. No, he's rotating back. Look at all those mines, geez. So the top shrine activates. I still don't know what order these shrines activate on. I really need to figure this out. Like, I'm sure there's either an order or it's completely RNG. I have no clue. Most of the maps have some kind of order, so I need to look up on that. So just a real even game right now. Nothing's really happening. Illidan, of course, is going to take a minute to rotate because he's from bot lane. So this is where the Abathur is going to come in handy. He happened to be bot lane already, and even if he wasn't, he could have just seed there. So look, this is what I'm talking about. Chen is so good against Sergeant Hammer. And if they took Mirrodin instead of the Johanna, like I was saying earlier, they probably could kill Chen in these little skirmishes. So yeah, wow. So, okay, they get the kill on Chen. Chen is I actually played a game as Chen, like, just the other day. He is actually really easy to kill early game against a lot of heroes. Like, I think I was feeding hard on him. Like, I died to 4 heroes, 1 versus 4, like, 3 times or some shit. Like, it's crazy. So what MVP Black is looking to do here is soak lanes and just outlast with their tankiness of the Chen soaking damage right now. That's pretty much what they want to do. And then DK just wants to... They sent Illidan to go soak mid lane really quick, and then they're going to go re-engage here. It's something you're able to do because they moved the summons up to 40 instead of 30. So right now they're just trying to brawl. This is where Chen's going to get a lot of value. They should not have enough damage to burst him down, especially with the Abathur hat. Yeah, so notice the Abathur went for the W build. Okay, so... The Sake is doing something that I've seen a little bit more often now, where I call it the mass range build on Vala, the mass range nuke build. You go the range W and the range Q with reset Q, and it's actually really good if you don't need the Q to heal. It's actually really good because the W. Like, having range on W, you're just going to have more value. You're going to be able to hit, like, farther range targets like the hammer that's in siege mode and stuff like that. So that's probably why he tended to go for that. And he does have a really, really tanky front line in front of him. And, of course, he has Uther in case shit goes wrong. So MVP Black gets really far ahead with that first one. They're going to get at least a wall here. Like, look at John Cena. He just almost killed 2 of those guys by himself. So they get the wall. Abathur is soaking bottom while mining up everything in its mom. Vala heads back. Hammer heads back. Just resetting right now. So look for camps to come out now. So Johanna's going to start this camp. Hammer's going to siege up and hit it from behind. Illidan's laning bottom. Abathur's soaking wherever they don't have a body. Abathur's going to be soaking that. That's what you always need to do if you're a good Abathur. So the XP is quite even right now. But MVP Black, of course, is ahead a little bit. So I'm not too sure that I like getting out the Shaman before the Spear Boys, because if you get the Shaman out first and the enemy team kills it, it's not going to get too much value. So like, look, they're gonna go for the rotation here to kill the shaman. Like you'd be really silly to just let these two. Yeah, really good flank here, and this is like Abathur is just not even. Yeah, Hammer can't do anything. He is way overextended there with no sight. It's kind of silly right here. Probably gonna pick up Sylph too. She already E'd. Yeah, she. Oh, here goes Mirrodin. Nice try. Yeah, see, like it doesn't matter because like they still have Abathur to soak the lane, so they can do stuff like that. Abathur's got caught sleeping, needs to back up. So yeah, that Shaman didn't get too much value, and the Spear Boys got about the same value, but MVP Black's still ahead. They got a kill on the Hammer, it was nice. They're in the lead to reach 10 first. So Rhaegar's going for, doesn't need cleanse against this team obviously, so he's going for Earth Shield. Standard build. We don't see the movement speed on Condemn on Johanna. I'm guessing this is because of like slow mines and he doesn't want to be slowed by them. I'm not 100% sure on this. I haven't really seen that build ever before this first time, so I think that's the cooldown reduction on your. So wow, Illidan gets caught out, and you see that the refresh Q on Vala just instant kills him. Nice Wraith, what's it called? Wraithwalk? Oh, but Chen still gets them. Like, these mines are just doing so much work here, too. Like, they can't run away. And this is the power of, like, DK really messed up their draft by giving them Mirrodin and Chen. Because, like, all three of their damage dealers are auto attackers, and they have two of the best tanks in the game at soaking damage and preventing auto attack damage. So I really don't like how DK did the drafting past like the early phase. Socket tries to solo the Illidan. He's got backup though, so they should be able to kill Illidan here. He's not 10 yet, and he's dead, dies there. They get John Cena. Chen is just zoning 1 versus 4. John Cena's going to go in there. They're going to split push. Abathur's going to soak bottom after his clone runs out. So they had to waste Ancestral on the Hammer. Look at these slow mines. They're just ridiculous. So Sylvanas gets out there again. Real nice. Like, the mines are looking really nice. Wow, mines have a huge range. I didn't even know they had that much range. I don't play barely any Abathur, so. So Chen has a strange, quite a strange ult there. I don't know why he ulted. Was he low HP or something? We'll find out in a second. No, he's full HP. That was a pretty strange ult by the Chen. Like, I think he just wanted to get over the wall to get to his team. It was kind of weird, but it honestly doesn't matter. His ult will be up by the next shrines. So anything strange on the level 10s? No, nothing strange. They're all pretty standard. So they invade, actually steal this. They get the kill on the Rhaegar. He's just you cannot be there against a comp like this. I really like how they're using the Abathur to soak, and they have such a tanky front line that the other team is like struggling very hard to do anything right now. MVP Black's looking to get the talent lead first for 13. And Abathur just continues to soak. He soaks bottom and top at the same time while they are 4 versus 4. And Rhaegar comes back, makes it a 5 versus 4. So they might look to engage here before they hit 13. That's exactly what they want to do right now. The silence was kind of mistimed, so they didn't get the kill off. And now they're just going to get wrecked right now. Vala clone got a kill. So right now they are 2 for none. And that Ford's not doing any damage. And so they get 2 kills, a fort, and they don't lose anything. So that was not a good look for DK right there. They're falling really far behind, and on this map, that is not a good thing. Because like right now, they just lost this fight. They just can't fight. They're a talent lead down. They have to try to split push bottom or soak or something. They cannot take this fight at the shrine. So they're going to lose this next John Cena. They're just gonna let Chen solo this because he has no opposition. They're gonna counter the bot push. Sylvanas isn't even with them bot. She's soaking mid, so like they're not gonna have a good push going anyway. They just have Hammer. Hammer gets stunned, double stunned. Ancestral gets out. I don't mind that strafe. Like he was doing it. Like I hope he was doing it for damage and already wasted his rotation. Like, Hammer did get really fucking low. So Illidan's here. He sees that it's only one person, so he's like, I'm not going to let you have these for free. My team's going to be here first. But Chen's just like, I have an Abathur hat and I have a talent up on you. What are you going to do to me? So Chen just absolutely destroying this Illidan because he's so far ahead. And Chen's just like actually pretty darn good in 1v1s because he has so much soak with his shield. Just these little buffs, man. That's all like some of these heroes need to fall back into the meta. Like, even if they're situational picks, it's not like that. I prefer a hero to be a situational pick than a pick every game, because it requires like the teams that you see that rotation damage on the Q vault, like so much damage, so much burst damage. It requires like the team to have more of hero pool, like a higher hero pool, and it allow you to be banned out more, and like, or you can't be banned out, instead of like some players can only play like 2 heroes at a top level or 1 hero at a top level, and they're really easy to ban out. So Johanna looks like she's just going for the talent build for her passive, because that other team has lots of CCs and slows. Just mass slows, actually. Once the Abathur gets the slow at 16, like, they're just going to have so many slows. And this is what Chen does. He just split pushes by himself, and you have to send so many people to stop him when he's ahead at this level that it's kind of ridiculous. I think, did Johanna just die? I can't see because of the logo. I think Johanna just went down. So now his team's gonna go to him, and they're gonna push with the rest of the life on this thing. It's not really gonna do much. They're probably just gonna dive. Yep. So they probably get the kill on this Rhaegar. Yep, he's down. That should be a free keep. Like, Chen can tank this for days, so free keep right there. Abathur continues to soak mid and bottom at the same time. Illidan is just having a really rough day, dude. Like, Illidan and Hammer is so bad against this comp. They can't do shit. Especially behind, they can't do anything, so. Wow. That damage right there. That silence was more of a survival silence than anything. Questionable Pandal right there, but it honestly does not matter. They are so far ahead. They would have to do something really bad to throw this fucking game. Like, I honestly don't think this game is throwable, to tell you the truth. So we got a pure W mine build on Abathur going. It's a lot different than the NA teams, but with the way that the Koreans play, the Abathur is good enough to split push and soak 2 lanes like almost at all times during the game when his team is fighting them, and they run a comp that works well enough with Abathur to where they're gonna get value out of the spike. And they need the spike upgrades and talents to win the fights. And if they had those locusts and whatnot, like the locust at 1, the locust at 13 and 16, they might not be able to win the fights without that W damage and the W heal and the W slow. The W slow obviously didn't mean that much this game because they're so far ahead already. But even that 1 second cooldown and the range on W can mean a lot in fights, like early game. So that's why they take that, if you're wondering. So Hammer, pretty standard build. Standard all around. Movement speed from Sylvanas at 13. Everything looks pretty standard. I'm sure Chen got the Q slow. For those of you unaware, that's a 90% slow on his flying kick. Used to be a root at level 7. Like, what was Blizzard thinking, right? You know, when like a talent gets nerfed and put to talent 16, and you used to be able to get it at 7, like there was something wrong with the talents on that hero. So they're just gonna fight at the shrine. Like, DK probably wants to look for a fight here because they're not gonna get another fight again before 20 most likely. This is probably their best bet to fight here, even though they're 2 levels down. It's still probably their best bet. So once again, once this is happening, Abathur soaking his body top. He's gonna move more so he doesn't get ganked. Like, what I notice about these really good Abathurs is they just have really good map awareness, and they don't really ever die for no reason. So they re-engage. Here goes. This is going to be probably the last fight of the game. That silence only hit Volo is pretty bad. Hammer's doing a lot of damage. Illidan has to get Ancestraled. Johanna backs out. Illidan is so deep. He's so deep. He's probably going to die here. I don't see him getting out. So low. It's so low. He gets killed by the Volo clone, I think. Yeah, he gets killed by the Volo clone. Or was that actually Vola? That might have actually been... No, that was the Volo clone. So, was a pretty, like, honestly, it was a really good, I think it was a really good fight from DK. Just the fact they were 3 levels down, they couldn't win the fight. But they had, like, the situation they were in, they had to force that, and they did as good as they were probably going to do this entire game. They even got the Punisher, which is going to delay the inevitable. So MVP Black is going to be 20 anytime now. Abathur's most likely soaking bottom for 20, so they will be 20 very soon, and will most likely, they'll either force a keep fight or they will get out Mercs, and I think they force a keep fight right here instead of getting Mercs, or just get the bottom for it at least. Yeah, Chen's gonna go get bottom for it. Well, his team's either gonna come with him and they're gonna push a keep, or they're just gonna get out camps and wait for the next shrine. Oh, they're not even 20 yet, but yeah. So then DK is just getting out of camp as 5. They can't really. They're in a situation to lose the game now. They can't really do anything. They're 3 levels, legit 3 levels down. Like, that is not easy to do, to be 3 levels ahead of a team of that caliber. So Chen is soaking bot lane. Abathur's helping him push faster. And yeah, like I was saying, just they're gonna get camps out now and wait for the next shrine, and then the next shrine will most likely end the game. Unless MVP Black fucks up really bad, I would suspect the next shrine ends the game. Because there's just no way DK is level 20 by then. Another thing to notice too is that Chen is actually really good against heroes like Sylvanas, who don't have a lot of burst damage, or don't. Her, like, Sylvanas' sustain damage and her burst damage are kind of super nerfed this patch, so. Oh, Rhaegar got caught out. He is so fucked. Yeah, he's dead. So that's all they needed. One catch on a rotation. Now they could just siege. Like, the other team has no healers. All the damage you do sticks. Chen is so tanky that, oh man, oh man, he's just going in. Illidan, like, Chen could just dive the backline if he wants. Oh yeah, he's going Illidonis. So Chen's just gonna sit here and fucking drink and be fine. Like, see, like, when you have the advantage and you're Mirrodin, like, go in, E in their face and try to stun them. Like, do shit like that. Don't just sit around, you know, and just be passive when you need to push your advantage. Even if you miss the storm belt, like, at least you're trying to do something. So right now, Rhaegar's dead. Like, look for DK to, yeah, DK's either going to do Mercs or they're going to look to split push up for it, try to get to 20. Like, their only hope is trying to get to 20 before this. And unluckily, the John Cena is top, so they're just going to probably end with this thing, if I had to guess. Abathur's still split pushing lanes. Abathur's going to port to the top so he could mine around it if he needed to. So they're going to get this. They're going to get this for free, and DK is still not even 19, so look for MVP Black to end right now. They're just playing really safe. Just real safe play. Nothing really going on. Got the hive mind on the double melee. So for them to push right now, they got the Frozen Punisher. Mirrodin's just pushing out mid, probably Abathur. That's helping him. So Illidan's gonna get out of camp on bottom with his Johanna, and then they're gonna defend for the last. This is the last stand, boys. This is gonna be the last stand right here, for sure. Ooh, that stun, that was crazy. Yeah, so they're just gonna, if they're gonna stay back there, they're just gonna go for the core, but their comp isn't great at killing the core, so they need to fight. Alright, Illidan goes in. Wow, oh my god. Poor Illidan just got fucking murdered right there. Yeah, so John Cena, like, your team is trying to end the game, bro. Stop hitting the keep. So yeah, Sylvanas is down, and that should be it. And that had a lot to do with, like, since Rhaegar doesn't have cleanse and Illidan isn't level 20 yet. If Illidan was level 20, he might have been able to meta out of that, maybe. Probably not, because Mirrodin has Rewind and Uther has Benediction, but he might have been able to do it if they messed up the rotations. But anyway, that was a pretty clean game by MVP Black, and that is it for game 1. If you like this, I will do game 2, and just like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you guys want any, like, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's KenmaLOL. I tweet pretty much any YouTube video that I upload, and I just tweet about random shit. And if you look down below in the description box, all my info's there. If you want personal coaching, hit me up on kemmacoaching@gmail.com. I do by the hour, and I can do group rates too for teams. Anyone that's looking for anything, I can help you out. That's going to be it for now. I'll check you guys next time. Peace.